Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome to the fifth video of this series where I'm going to show you how you can automate the data evaluation of some production machine or processes. In this video I'll specifically cover the Excel template I offer to you, where you can do a more detailed analysis of the whole data you collected from the machines. So again, if you go to the files you can download from GitHub or my website, you'll find a folder called visualization. And in the last video we already saw the executable, and the other file we got in here we didn't cover in the last session is an Excel sheet with Excel table with some macros. And if we got it here, we can activate it, and what it will do is basically get the values from the database of the previous day, and then will give us the option to filter the data with some pivot tables and some custom made charts I did here. So first things first, we see last update was on the 8th of November. So if we click update dashboard here, it will get the latest data from MySQL. And here now we can see the 10th of January, this is today. And let me just very quickly show you what he did when I click this. So you can see at the macro, it will execute the update spreadsheet macro. So if we go here to Visual Basic, let me drag this here, and on the top of the code you can see some preparation steps you need to do before you can actually run this macro. So if I go here to my this is like the I think in English it's called control center, and then you go, this is administrative settings. You can go to now I'm starting to miss the English words for them. So these are basically word by word translation would be data worlds. Anyway, what you need is the this is like drivers. If you go here, here you can see that I got the MySQL ODBC driver installed here, and chances are pretty good that you may not have this already installed. So what you have to do then, and this is basically what the first line says, is just Google the MySQL ODBC connector and download the latest version for your Windows system you got. And after you execute it, it will basically install this driver here. Next thing you gotta do is to add a reference to the Microsoft ActiveX Data Objects library, and you do this by going to Extras, References. So in my case it's Extras, Verweise, and here you need the last one I checked here, Microsoft ActiveX Data Objects 6.1 library. You only have to check this, and that's already it for the prerequisites. And I won't cover the whole code in detail after that. These are the recommendation or the prerequisites you need before you can successfully access the MySQL database. So that's why I want to cover it in this video. And I will, in case you're interested, please let me know. I can also do a more detailed video about the actual code itself. And otherwise it should be kind of self-explaining. I put in kind of a lot of comments here, so you should also get along with this pretty good. So like I said, if I click on the update button, the whole macro is executed and it will get the latest data from the previous day to the MySQL data workbook. And if we go here, we got like 4,000 lines in here. And this is, like I said, it covers the whole previous day. And these data is then shown in these pivot tables. So when I click this button, it will also update the range the pivot tables are referring to on this MySQL data worksheet. And what you can do in the end is to put in some key figures here, the absolute throughput. So this is just the count we got in here. So we saw 4,200 cells roundabout. We got the average of the power of the solar cells. We got the standard deviation, the minimum and the maximum. And what the pivot table allows us in the end is to create some custom filters, for example, for the line or for the quality. So if we only want to see A quality cells, we see that the minimum value of the A quality cells is way higher than if we also include C quality cells, or we can maybe see the difference between two lines and just within a few clicks. So line A got 1,400 cells, whereas line B was a little bit less performant. And this is kind of one thing it allows us here with these key figures. Next thing, I got a histogram, and again we can add some filters here. Say only want to see line B and the B quality cells, or just the A quality cells, and of course they got a way higher power. And you can adapt the scale of the histogram by just changing the numbers here. And that's it for the histogram. Again, in general, this is just to give you a rough idea of what you can actually accomplish with all of this data. And of course, you will have to adapt it to the key figures and information you actually want to get from your processes or from your machines. Next thing, we got the trend of the power, and again, we got some filters here, so we can maybe just take a look at line A, the B cells, and in case it's these are just simulated values, they are just randomly distributed, so you won't see a real trend here, but in case you got a real production, you may see that your production is getting better or maybe worse if some processes don't perform that well, and this is what this chart is for. So you can see a trend, and you can also, for example, create a pie chart with the throughput. You can filter it. Okay, of course this doesn't really make that much sense for the simulated data, since it's kind of normally distributed. But here you see, for example, if I only got a few cells with C quality, you can see changes in here. And again, in a real production, when you don't have simulated data, you will get way more out of these diagrams, and you can obviously adapt it to whatever you want to have from the data. So this was just to give you an idea what you can do. You're very welcome to use my spreadsheet template and adapt it to your processes. If you got any questions for me or any comments, suggestions, please let me know. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching up to this point, and as always, have a nice day. Bye.